don't know where she gets bottle pops at night in the darkness. So,
right here. I think it's
that's right.
Haley did that?
yeah. Perfect shot.
Good, how are you?
I guess so. I don't know.
Yeah, snoring.
I don't see him yet.
Like a baby.
Okay, I'll look for it. Yeah. Okay, and I'll look for it. Okay, you got it. Bye.
I haven't yet. Oh, he spoke on the car. He was asleep in the car. I thought he was asleep in the car. No, okay, so I was thinking, because the only flight that I could get that was late enough, I had to go. So I have to go because it wasn't a flight late. It was, and the only thing was on United. Okay, so they have, so I was looking, and I have to kind of get to the next stop, so there is, I'm on a 6:05 flight, and then I leave at like an hour, and there's a 5 o'clock flight to San Francisco, and it's 8. Wow.
God bless. That's a good one, sister.
Yeah.
You know, I'm Serena.
Yeah.
That's some weird dude. Just not.
Vanessa came in. I gave birth and breastfed for 12 years. You think that's going to stop me? Right? But I did double dip. So that's what I heard. So I did Alaska. Yeah. That's so I did my what I have going on. And then I did like it could be completely horrific and the worst place possible. I had to go that's just a blah blah blah. Like,
is this normal?
Nobody cares. You cannot. No, they'd be like, yeah. Oh God, is that nothing?
We didn't make it through the night, but
they're awesome. They see everything.
I would have been a great doctor. Just have a science. Just science and math.
It's because I couldn't have built Vanessa, please. No, I was like, when you walk out there, I was
all marbles.
Oh yeah, we were sitting there for 20 minutes behind the way back next
And welcome into 60 Acres Park in Redmond, Washington. Just underway in the U18 Champions League final between West Coast FC and the Michigan Hawks. West Coast in the gray, blue, and white. Michigan Hawks in the red and black. As we are just underway, scoreless in this U18 Champions League final. Charge into the box here. First real chance. That was for Warner, Alexis Warner. Baumgartner getting the start in net for West Coast. Her goal kick is away, but Michigan comes right back. Early corner kick coming here for Michigan, their first of the game. And here it is into the box, and that curls just a bit too far to the left and out of bounds. Taking that kick was Viganow. And Baumgartner will get another goal kick here. Baumgartner gets it away. West Coast wants it, not going to get it. Back the other way comes Viganow, and a long shot from outside the box sails up and over the crossbar for another goal kick for Baumgartner.
Going hard, Vanessa, you got it, girl. It's all you. Go, West Coast.
No score.
Go, see?
Just in the 4th minute here between Michigan and West Coast.
Come on, come on, come on.
Header away, taken by West Coast, though. They eventually come away with it. Fighting for it and taking it right back, though, is Justine Lynn. Lynn down the far side, gets a good run, falls to the turf, no call. And a corner kick, however, upcoming for Michigan, so they're going to get something out of that nice run by Lynn. This time the corner will come from the far side. It will be Alexis Warner to take this. Right-footed forward. Here it is. Looks good. Got some space. Cleared at the last second. A lot of traffic in front. Baumgartner was a little bit out of position, but they were able to get the clearance nonetheless. A lot of players falling to the grass here in the early going. getting their footing underneath him as Warner has it. Warner to Viganau. West Coast looking to get something going here after Michigan had control for the early few moments. Nice run here. It's Pruitt. Pruitt 1-on-2. She still got control though. Nice bit of handling here. Pruitt looking to find space. Now 1-on-3. She still got it. Pruitt, that deflects off the left foot and back to midfield. Nice bit of dribbling there though by Pruitt. Now a chance. That's going to roll into the waiting arms of the goalkeeper for Michigan. That's Samantha Riga. Lamboris. Hawks early control of the possession game so far. Back into the zone. Got in there by Jacqueline Engel. West Coast takes it back though. Mendez Style, one of the defenders for West Coast FC, to get the start here. And she'll get a throw in. Cloutier. Pruitt. Pruitt way up on that charge on offense. Now she's back here on defense, doing a little bit of everything in the early going. Mendez Style. Pruitt. Back and forth they go here on the back line for West Coast. 1-2 game going here. Michigan let them have it for a bit here. Mendez Style. Pruitt now finally coming to the near side to mix things up a bit here. Battle for it at midfield. Flag is up. That's going to be out on West Coast. Michigan to throw in. And another throw in this time. It's going to be for West Coast. So a bit of a stagnant start here for both teams. Not a lot of chances yet, but I'm sure those will be forthcoming. This should be a great one till the end. U18 Champions League final. Two very, very good teams here. Kennedy. Mendez Style, long run, left foot across. Pruitt, there she is now up into the action here. And a foul. A little bit too much there by Pruitt. Possession game here in midfield. Engel trying to get a look in, can't do so. Now Viganau. Long run on the far side here, Peterson. Peterson has some space. Crossed into the box, headers on, and it's a goal! A goal for Maya Piper, and Michigan strikes first. It's 1-0 Hawks. Beautiful cross, beautiful goal, and Michigan, just like that, strikes first to take a 1-0 lead. Real nice cross by Peterson, right on to the head of Maya Piper, and she got a lot on it, right past the keeper. Baumgartner could not possibly stop that. That was just a rocket, and Piper puts Michigan and the Hawks on the board first to open the scoring here in this U18 Champions League final. Here's Warner. That seemed to put a little bit of pep in the step of the Hawks here. That early goal. That came in the 10th minute. Last game just concluded the U17 North American Cup final between Minnesota Thunder and St. Louis Scott Gallagher Academy. Just one goal was enough to win that one. It was 1-0. Thunder took that title home. We'll see if just one goal is enough for the Hawks in this one as they strike first to take the early lead. That's headed out of bounds there by Zoe Morse. Throw in coming for West Coast. And that's off of Pruitt. Pruitt had positioning, just couldn't corral it, and a giveaway there by West Coast turns it right back to the Hawks. Kylie Knight, one of the defenders for this Hawks squad. She's got it now. Up to Visionau.
Go, go.
Now Morse. Morse gets taken down. Foul on Pruitt. Free kick, and they'll just play on instead. Miss. Found a seam, got it all the way up to Visionau. Visionau across midfield with the left foot. That's deflected right back to her. Pruitt, she's really all over the place here. No call, she's into the box. She's done a lot in the early going. She gets taken down, no call. Corner kick coming up for West Coast, their first. But Leah Pruitt has really been a one-woman wrecking crew here for West Coast, doing a lot of things on offense in the Hawks' end here as we enter the 14th minute. 1-0 Hawks. Corners away. It's high, out of the reach of the goalkeeper, Riga, but no damage done, just a goal kick upcoming. Gets it away. And let's see who that's out on. Looks like it went off a Hawk. And it is a throw-in coming here after a little bit of conversation to figure out who that was. Here's Pruitt. Pruitt, that big body in the middle. She's really done a nice job of clearing space for herself. Now a bit of a charge coming here. Cross in, off her line to make the stop is Riga. Nice aggressive play, wasn't indecisive, came off the line and prevented any possible chance for West Coast. Here's Engel, Jacqueline Engel. Real physical at times this first half so far. Referee letting these players get after it here in this championship. Slide tackle there. Hawks come away with it in midfield. Here's Lovera. Just out of the reach of Peterson. And now Pruitt chasing after it again. She fights her way to the ball. She's taken down. Let's see. Just a throw in. She's really been all over the place here, bringing a lot of energy to this West Coast attack. At some point, you'd think that's got to pay dividends with the way she's playing aggressively and with the way the referees have been letting things go so far. Mendez style. Long pass ahead. Looking for Bond just out of her reach. And a throw in coming here for the Hawks. And bonus.
Pressure.
Hawks just content here to pass it back and forth in their own end. West Coast, Pruitt trying to force the action here. Warner, as the Hawks just playing a game of keep away here. It's going on for over a minute. And now here they come on the charge. They've got a bit of a run here with vision now. Long pass ahead. Peterson, she's onside. Cross into the middle. Nice block to prevent it from getting on goal. Nice bit of defense there. As Peterson, she was the one who made that beautiful cross earlier that led to the goal. Almost added another great cross there to make it 2-0. But West Coast able to stand tall at the last second. There's vision now. Engel. Now Alexis Warner trying to make a run. She's cut off. And finally, a little bit too much body there. Free kick coming for West Coast. Christensen.
work, Laura. Come on, West Coast.
Lambonis. Hawks have controlled the possession game so far. They've got a 1-0 lead. Past few moments, though, have just been a lot of action around midfield. West Coast clamping it down a bit on defense. Here comes Christensen. Christensen looking to lead it ahead for Engel, just out of her reach. West Coast takes it right back. West Coast hasn't had much success on offense. As Pruitt tried to make a run at it, that's out of her reach as Riga takes it. Lambonis. Tight guard there by Christensen. A pair of Christensens going after it. And now a chance. West Coast breaks free just for a moment, but a nice takeaway right back by the Hawks. Real nice run there. Going after it. Into the attacking zone here. That's Vigiano. Now Engel. Engel eludes one. She leaves it off for Piper. Piper, the goal scorer. The lone goal scorer so far, as it's 1-0 Hawks, as the ball trickles back to midfield. Peterson looking for Alexis Warner. She hesitated a bit, but she's able to recover. Warner has it. Chasing after it. Lambonis trying to get on the receiving end of that Warner touch. Could not do so. Vigiano, she's all over the place. And she's doing a nice job in the midfield for Michigan. That one cleared into the spectators lining the near sideline here at 60 Acres Park. It's the U18 Champions League final. Great event here all week put on by the Elite Clubs National League. Michigan with the 1-0 lead over West Coast FC here in the 24th minute. Be sure to stick around all day. We've got two more great ones coming up after this. First one was a classic right down to the end. Thunder pulled it out 1-0 over St. Louis to take the U17 North American Cup. And it's another 1-0 score so far in the second of four here today. Off the head of Maya Piper, Hawks have the lone goal so far. Warner off her chest. She controls it at midfield. That's going to roll all the way to Baumgartner, who will control things. Really, aside from that flurry of action that led to that Michigan goal, not a lot of chances for either team. Michigan has just been able to capitalize on really the lone chance they have. Maybe one materializing here. Pruitt going 1-on-2, just lost control. Christensen, number 44 on defense, getting it to Pruitt, number 44 in the attacking zone for West Coast, a pair of 44s on their roster. And they're going to get a throw-in out of this. 26th minute. That one's going to roll its way out of bounds for another goal kick upcoming for Samantha Riga. Kennedy to Mendez-Dale. That's blocked nicely by Warner. That's going to get out of bounds, though. Throw in coming up for West Coast. Another throw in for West Coast, just to the right of midfield, to the left of that Hawks bench. Into the corner, chasing after it, trying to get something going there, was Bond. And another throw in. Mendez-Dale to take this one. 6 West Coast bodies head into the box here, trying to get on the end of this, but first we're going to have a whistle from the referee. Just going to say, don't get any closer to the corner there. Here comes the throw in, long throw in, headed away nicely. May have a bit of a stoppage here. Slow to get up is a Hawk defender. That's number 19, Justine Lynn. Looks like she's going to be okay, though. Now let's see, is this going to be a throw-in or a corner kick for West Coast? It's going to be Bond to take it, as we have a brief stoppage in play here. Referee heading over to explain. Actually, what it looks like here is they're going to make sure Lynn's all right. She took a nasty header there, didn't exactly hit it at the right angle, so they're going to make sure her head's all right. And she says she's fine. She's going to stay in the game. And now we're ready to resume here. A corner kick coming for Bond. Will be a left-footed chance here. Trying to equalize it. Maybe that comes right here. It's a high arcer. It's lofting up there, and it's snatched out of the sky by Riga. Nicely done, nicely timed, nicely played, and the Hawks avert danger there. Kicks away. That took a thud. Headed away there. West Coast would love to get an equalizer here before the halftime break, which is still a ways away. 30th minute here in the first half of the U18 Champions League final. Alex Gallen with you here. Be with you all day, 2nd of 4. Lavera takes in herself, cross in, had a little bit of space. Piper almost had a great opportunity at her second goal. Just couldn't get there. Another chance, that's going to go out for a corner. Engel just deflects her right off the West Coast defender there. And the Hawks now making a bit of a push here, looking to extend this 1-0 lead, as they'll get a corner kick. But first, a couple of substitutions upcoming for West Coast. Subs back in play. Warner to take the corner once the referee gives the signal. And here we go. Here comes the cross. It hangs up there. It's loose in the box. We got a whistle and a corner. Baumgartner tried to snatch that, just like Riga did a few moments ago for Michigan on the other end. Was able to get a piece of it, however, and just a reset upcoming here. Another corner for Warner. Let's see what she decides to do here. Another high one, near post. It's headed, it's loose, it's out of bounds. It's a goal kick for West Coast. Once again, that was Piper right in the thick of things in the box. And she has been active for Michigan thus far in the opening 30 minutes and change. Goal kick away. Warner gets the head on it. She's been all over the place too for Michigan. And they'll get a throw in. So the Hawks taking a little bit of the momentum back. West Coast made a nice little bit of a push after the Hawks struck first to take the 1-0 lead. Now things have evened out a bit as Michigan has had a couple chances. They might have another one right here with Maya Piper. Piper spins. Leaves it for Warner far side, just outside the box. Thought about a shot. Now she'll deke, she'll move. Right-footed shot into the box is deflected out of bounds for a corner kick. So Warner and Piper playing a nice 1-2 game so far in this first half. They've really been clicking on the front end for the Hawks. That's got to be great news if you're a Hawks fan. Those two playing well. Another corner, it's loose. Who's got it? Finally just cleared out by West Coast 4. Throw in. Warner trying to box out the defender, to use a basketball analogy there. Just couldn't corral it. Here's Knight. She lost control. Now a 2-on-2. Pruitt, who's been active, tried to leave it for her teammate, and it's played well by the Hawks. So once again, Pruitt creating some of her own action for West Coast, trying to break open this sturdy defense of Michigan. Almost had a chance there because there was a lot of open space if they could have connected. That's headed in right to Riga, who has played a very confident goalkeeper so far. That's headed back. Now kick forward. Peterson, who set up that Maya Piper goal, just couldn't gain possession there. As now we've got a scramble on the near sideline for the ball. Peterson gets it right back. Nice bit of 1-2 touch there. Trying to leave it ahead for Lovera, just out of her reach. And we have a stoppage before that throw in. And an infraction. The throw in, you got to throw it above your head. You got to keep it up there. And the referee made the call on that. Peterson. And that one sails well over the goal for a goal kick. That's Before we get too farther into the action, we got a bit of a correction. Roster we were given before this game showed Sam Riga as number 22. It's actually Bethany Hope. Bethany Copalt is the goalkeeper for Michigan. She's been playing well so far. Here's Warner. That chance from Peterson, just couldn't make good contact with that, and that's going to sail over the bar. Throw in coming, or correction, goal kick coming for Baumgartner. As West Coast looking for that equalizer, they trail 1-0 as we enter the 39th minute here of this first half of the U18 Champions League final. Hard tumble there to the ground by Jacqueline Engel. She gets right back up, though. And here comes Pruitt. Pruitt eludes one, eludes two, into the box. And a goal kick upcoming. So once again, Pruitt creating some space, creating an opportunity, just can't get one on net. As Copalt will have another goal kick here. Right back to Copalt after the goal kick. And the right-footed arcing kick is away just across the midfield stripe. Peterson lost control of it. Right back to West Coast. 40th minute, as West Coast really hasn't had a great chance on net yet. Hawks have had a few. They've capitalized on one with the Piper goal. And a foul is called here. Haven't had many of those. The referees have let these two sides get after it for most of this first half. Couple physical plays, but for the most part, it's been a cleanly played game. Clean sheet going so far for Copalt in net for Michigan. And she may have some work to do here if West Coast can make a charge here. They've got it at midfield. That one took a bit of a funny spin off the grass there. And now it's just outside the box. Pruitt tried to get there. She can't. Let's see. Was that deflected by the Hawks? It was. It's going to be a throw-in. Quickly trying to attack here. That's right at the line and out. Now the Hawks, if they can control it, they might have a chance for a counter here. Piper looking for Warner, just out of her reach. And conversely, West Coast might have a chance at a counter here. Long stretch for Pruitt. Can't get there, as that's played nicely and cleared out of harm's way by Lynn. Nice intercept there. Read nicely by Lambonis. And here come the Hawks' long shot attempt. Maybe a little bit ill-advised, and it's controlled nicely by Baumgartner. 44th minute of play here in the first half. Ever since that Hawks goal, been a pretty evenly played rest of the way here, as we're just moments from the halftime break. Now maybe a late half chance here. Getting in on net, a shot off the bar. What an opportunity by Lovera, and she just missed it. Sometimes that goalpost is a keeper's best friend, and it worked out there for West Coast. That would have been a tough pill to swallow, giving up a late goal to end the half, already down 1-0. But as it stands, crisis averted. And the Hawks still just have to settle for that 1-goal lead, as we are just moments away from the half in the 45th minute here. Peterson chasing after it. Good effort, just couldn't get there. Now maybe a last gasp chance here before the halftime intermission for West Coast. At midfield, Lovera. Warner, nice header. She'll run it down herself too. Warner, she's got good speed. Let's see if she can make a move here. 1-on-2, Stops, goes, gets into the box. Look at Warner with the cross. Oh, and Lovera's shot went right off her own teammate. A great opportunity there, and it was set up all by Warner, who made a terrific run by herself into the box. It almost paid off. Now a bit of a foul here in midfield. We'll give a free kick to West Coast. Let's see if they set it up or play on. They'll just play on here rather quickly. And they won't have much to do because the whistle has blown to signal the end of the first half. Early goal by Maya Piper is the difference so far after 45 minutes. And the first half, it's Michigan 1, West Coast 0 in the U18 Champions League final. We'll take a quick break, come on back for the second half. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back to 60 Acres in Redmond right after this timeout. And welcome back to 60 Acres Park in Redmond, Washington. Second half of the U18 Champions League final between the Michigan Hawks and West Coast FC about to get underway. Hawks with a 1-0 lead, an early first half goal. Nice header by Maya Piper opened the scoring. Let's see if we get any more goals here in the second half. And right out of the gates, a quick chance here for Lovera. And a shot is corralled nicely by West Coast. Corral, the goalkeeper, there with a nice play. Now another chance, just kept out. As the Hawks, just like this, opening the second half with a flurry. A ton of chances, but now a chance for a counter for West Coast. Pruitt streaking down the middle, looking for a crossing attempt, but instead it's deflected out of bounds. A throw-in upcoming for West Coast. Dangerous chance. Pruitt has an opportunity as Copalt came off her line to try and corral that one, but wasn't able to gain full control of it. Almost turned into a costly situation there for Michigan. It will be a corner kick for West Coast. A chance here to maybe grab an equalizer early in the second half. Crosses in. Pruitt got a head on it, but wasn't able to make the best contact as that flutters well wide of the net. Goal kick upcoming for Copalt. Here's Kennedy. Kennedy going up against the bigger Engel there. Almost won the battle. They will get a throw in. Coming up to take it is K-Meyer. She'll get a running start for this throw in. Into the box. Still loose. They're going to let it go, and it will be a goal kick. Thought it might have deflected off Peterson, but they decided to let it go, and it pays off with a goal kick. Kick away, up to midfield, headed back to Pruitt. Pruitt, she's got three Hawks around her, trying to wiggle free. She almost did. Just lost it at the last second. Here's Peterson. Peterson with a head of steam right up the middle. She still got it. All the way into the box. A shot just over the bar. Nice effort there by Peterson, taking it herself all the way from midfield. West Coast looking for something to spark some momentum. Warner, a nice header to win control. Lovera, who almost made it 2-0 to end the first half, hit the crossbar. Let's see if she gets another chance here. Nice deflection to prevent it from getting on goal. It will be a corner. If you remember back in that first half, if you weren't with us, Warner, just a tremendous individual effort to get into the box, then a beautiful cross. And Lovera almost made it 2-0 for the Hawks. Now a cross and a goal! Right on cue, it's 2-0. Was crossing it in there, Warner. And danger zone time now for West Coast as Michigan looks like they're in full control. It's 2-0. So Alexis Warner, another beautiful cross. This time it pays off with a goal. And the Hawks have all the momentum now. Hawks looking for more here. Piper, she was the first goal scorer. Here's Warner into the box. Lovera right into the arms of Corral. Long run here for Engel. She gets to it. Far corner. Nice move to get by one. Crossing it in for Lovera, just out of her reach. But Michigan, after that second goal to give them a 2-goal advantage here, seem to be playing with even more energy now, giving them that second half spark. As that's cleared out of play. Minute here, West Coast would love to get a quick answer to that Hawks goal, make it a 1-goal game here before it gets too late here in the second half. Top of the box, Warner clears it. Right back in, this will be a fight forward. Pruitt gets a head on it, but coming off the line to make a nice diving stop is Copalt. She's played well for Michigan. Hasn't had to make too many big plays, but she's made the plays that she has made with confidence and without any ounce of indecisiveness, which is key for goalkeepers. Peterson dancing her way by that far corner flag. She gets it back. Now crosses it in, didn't have much on it. Warner was there with a little bit of space, but due to that cross not having too much juice behind it, Corral was able to get there first. There's a long shot that's going to go wide. West Coast needs something to spark them here, drive that energy level up. Michigan playing with a lot of confidence right now. As Copalt boots it away. Out to midfield, Warner again gets a good header on it. Now almost a collision between two Hawks there, as Warner is just all over the field this afternoon. She's done a very nice job on the forward attack for the Hawks. Here's Vijano. Peterson. Let's see who that's off of. That is going to be off West Coast. Piper back to Peterson. That deflects right into the box and off the line to get it is Corral. Warner is all over the place, and again she gets another takeaway here, Alexis Warner. And a throw-in. Now a chance for West Coast. They've got some space, but a nice block there by Engel to slow things down. Cloutier gets it and sends it all the way down the field, but no one home on the back end of that. And Copalt makes the easy scoop and kicks it away. Here's Lovera. Peterson. Peterson's had a nice game. Nothing doing there. She goes down. It will be a corner kick. She was trying to draw something more than that. Not going to happen. It will be a corner as we're going to get a couple of changes here. Looks like West Coast is going to make a move.
Go West Coast!
So a quick change will preclude this corner kick from the far side upcoming. In.
Come on, stay, let's do it! Come on, girl!
Left-footed crosses away. It hangs up there. No one can get on the back end of that, though, as that goes past the far post all the way into the near corner here. And let's see who it's going to be. Just a play on here for West Coast. Warner again for the Hawks, making life difficult for West Coast. She just seems to be in the right place at the right time today. She's done a very nice job. Vijano. She's got a lot of speed. She's using it here. She's into the box. Left-footed shot. Nice stop by Corral. West Coast cannot afford to give up any more goals at this stage. Corral made sure that was not going to happen there. Pruitt, she played well in the first half for West Coast. She might have a chance here. She's got the angle. Now into the box, looking for space, crosses it in, still loose. And Warner, once again, always seems to be the first person to lose ball, and she was there once more. Peterson scoots right by the defender, a lot of contact. And no call, just going to be a throw-in for West Coast.
Take shots. Let's go, come on.
Actually, they will give the free kick here. Peterson, a little too much contact there on that charge up the far end. Plays it short. And now a throw-in. Pruitt. And a foul. We got a member of the Hawks down on the grass here. That's Maya Piper, the first goal scorer. She's a bit slow to get up, but it's going to be a free kick here for West Coast. This is a big opportunity for them. Bond's going to take it. And for Pruitt, who drew that foul, she's done a nice job on the attack for West Coast. She just needs a little bit of help. Let's see if that's going to start right here. Big chance here. It's in, and it's punched away and jumped on top easily by Copalt. She has been very steady all game long as the goalkeeper for Michigan. She comes up big once more right there. Bit of miscommunication there between the back line for West Coast, but they sort things out. And Bond will take it back the other way. Looking for the long stretch ahead to Height. Could not connect, though. And that's been the story of this game so far for West Coast. To get them going here. 62nd minute. Piper. Back to midfield. Hawks will not mind one, trying to play a little bit of the possession game here. Keep it away from West Coast with that 2-goal lead. Now maybe Pruitt, if she can find some room, she's into the box. She's got a head of steam, but she gets beaten to the punch by Cobalt, who once again makes a tremendous play off her line, times it perfectly, and prevents any damage. Lovera needs some help here. She's going 1-on-4. Needs a couple to join the attack. Foul. Going to be a free kick here. Spot too, right in front of that far corner flag. Lovera gets up. She's going to be okay. Warner will take the kick here. Basically an abbreviated corner kick, and they'll just play it back to Peterson. Nope, a little too quick. They're going to have a little... First, there's going to be a substitution. Warner will have to redo it here once the change is made for West Coast. Mendez Style will come in for West Coast. She played a solid first half. Now she's back for more in the second. Cross in, clear to the near side. Piper. Can't get much on that. And it tricked out of play for a goal kick. Well, didn't get all of that, and once again, Warner, right place, right time, gets the initial touch. Mendez style, looking for Pruitt, well out of her reach, and out to the Hawks for a throw-in. Just a little bit of frustration here for West Coast, trying to get something going. Hawks have just been up to the task at every moment so far. Still plenty of time over. Lovera leaves it done for Peterson. Shot on. Knocked out of play by Corral. And a corner for Michigan. Dangerous looking ball into the box, falls harmlessly. West Coast wanting to push. They've just got to string a few passes together. This might be it. If Pruitt can get on the end of that, she cannot. And a foul there at midfield. That leads to a free kick here for the Hawks. They'll just go the short here. Lynn ahead to Warner. Warner gets, kind of a shot pass there. Was looking for Lovera. That almost worked out perfectly, but a good read by Corral. Copal takes care of that. Long kick there from Copalt, and they're going to get a foul out of it. Free kick upcoming as Lovera takes a tumble. And the fouls piling up a bit here, last few moments for West Coast, maybe pressing a bit too much, leading to a bit of frustration. They got to get it going, though, at some point. Down 2 goals here. Peterson takes the throw in, way over in the far corner. Warner, again, using athleticism to attempt to Lovera. Pruitt is all over the place for West Coast. She just cannot get any help out there. She's been working hard all. th minute here. The U18 Champions League final here at 60 Acres in Redmond, Michigan, with a 2-0 lead over West Coast FC. And both of those Hawks goals, the 2 so far that have been the difference, haven't been cheap ones either. Great setup, great cross, great finish on both occasions. Getting help from all areas, goalkeeping, and all across the board on the field. They've played a good game so far. They've still got 20 minutes so to close it out. Here's Bond. Long attempt in. No one home. Another Hawks throw in. That goes off Bond for another throw in right at the stripe. Piper, the first goal scorer, opened it up early on in the first half. Johnston. Here's Bond. West Coast fans urging him to move here. Bond's got some space. Gets it in. There's a chance. Oh, almost. A little bit better touch, and that would have been a golden opportunity. Bond again. Couldn't get anything on that cross. She slipped a bit right as she made contact, and that'll be a goal kick. But a good rush there by West Coast, something we haven't seen in the second half. Maybe that'll kickstart them here. Need that first one before they can really push for a second equalizer. Down by 2. Here's Peterson. Long look for, she can't track it down. Getting there first was K-Meyer. K-Meyer to throw it in now. Let's see if West Coast soon here starts to really push forward, maybe add an extra person into the attacking area. They need something to try and break this stingy back line. There's almost the third goal. That would have been the dagger as Lovera, a nice shot on from distance. But in the end, a routine save for Corral as she just knocks it out for a corner. Plays it safe, plays it well. Lives to see this corner kick here from Warner. Chance, ball's loose in the eventually cleared. Pruitt got there, and that's going to go out to West Coast. Hawks didn't agree with that. Throw it in. Need a little bit of urgency here now. And that's a handball. Pretty clear from this vantage point. Height commits the infraction. Right back to the Hawks, and that's unfortunately for West Coast just been the kind of day so far. Haven't gotten any breaks. Hawks haven't given them any breaks, and Michigan's just been the better team in the first 70 minutes and change. Here's Vijano. Left-footed shot. Would have been wide, but Corral plays it to expedite the play here.
go. Call. They're going. Come on now. Come on now.
Maybe a chance here. Still loose, but cleared. And at this point, for good reason, content when there's any sign of minor trouble, if at all, just to clear. That throw in misses everyone, and that's going to turn. Copalt.
Come on.
There's Camacho. Quick throw in. West Coast picking up the pace a little bit here, trying to get that energy level up. Cross all the way to the far side. Now an off-balance attempt there over the bar for a goal kick. That was Settles with that attempt. Just couldn't stay on balance. And once again, there's another prime example. Copal timing it perfectly as the goalkeeper for Michigan today. She's made pretty much every correct decision to this point. He's really stifled any possible opportunities West Coast has had. Entering the 79th minute here. Time starting to become more and more of a factor here. West Coast needs to just break the ice with the goal here and then worry about going. Here's Camacho. Height to throw it in. Nope, she'll give it off to Camacho, who will do that instead. And she'll go all the way back into her own zone for this. And now a long attempt in the box. Still a possible chance here, but no one in that. A little bit of miscommunication there. Gaumeyer tried to lead it ahead. Couple of blue jerseys over there for West Coast. They just couldn't get control of it. Now the referee going to ask the Michigan substitutes and the rest of their bench to back it up a little bit. Getting a little too close to the field. As the Hawks take control on this throw in and a foul. And you know at this stage, as we're in the 80th minute now, every stoppage, every possible opportunity that Michigan has or will have to milk that clock, they will gladly do so. Case in point right here, this free kick. Peterson will take it, but she's not in any hurry. Here's Pruitt. Maybe a chance here. There's a bit of an opening. Pruitt, if she can get by, gets the shot off, and it's stopped by Cobalt. So Pruitt again, she's had several of those chances throughout this one where she's taken on 2, 3, sometimes 4 Hawks, able to get by some, but uses a lot of energy to do so and just couldn't get off her best shot. Chases after this one, they'll get a throw in as Lambonis will just clear it with ease. 81st minute. Michigan 2, West Coast 0. U18 Champions League final here at 60 Acres Park in Redmond, Washington. We got another one on tap. All of our broadcasts on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon in the Pacific Northwest. Alex Gallant here will be joining you for this one and the rest. As a late chance here, Copalt, cool, calm, collected, handles that with ease. That next game we've got for you right here, scheduled to go 12:15, maybe a little later, depending on this one, when this one could be a great one. U14 Champions League final between the Slammers and the San Diego Surf. Two great teams in that division went at it for the title. Speaking of great players, here's Warner. She's got a chance. Could not get the best contact with the right foot there, and that'll be a throw in for the Hawks. Warner has played very well today for Michigan. Played with a lot of energy. She's got to be fit to be playing with this type of stamina she has. And she'll get a bit of a breather here as we have a bit of, we do have a West Coast player down just to the right of their net. Trying to get a number for you, not sure yet who it is. But we will have a brief stoppage here while staff attends to the injured player. Never want to see that. We've had a couple tough collisions, either with shots or just contact between two players. In there, but there will be a bit of an extended stoppage here to hope everything is all. Almost set to resume play here. Looks like, or at least hopefully, serious injury avoided there. Looks like she'll be able to walk it off. Hope for the best. Never want to see that, especially late in the game. 85th minute. Have to assume some time will be added on due to that. Understandable, of course. And for West Coast, they've got to get something going here and fast. Here's Warner. Eludes one. Now it's a 2-on-1. Warner, curling shot just wide. Goal kick. Corral hustles to the line. Gets it away. Is West Coast going to be playing all out here in these final moments, trying desperately to somehow get back into this one. Stranger things have happened. This is certainly not over by any means. Pruitt, nice play to control it. Looked like she might have gotten fouled there. Referee letting a lot of things go today, but not that much. Piper commits the foul. Kick upcoming as Pruitt eventually drew the whistle there. Nice attempt, but really, as has been the story all game long, Copalt has just been too good in net for Michigan. West Coast has had some chances, and some of them that would be like on most days and most occasions just haven't materialized because of the aggressive play and the consistent play that Copalt has provided for the Hawks. West Coast fans encouraging their team right below us. Keep fighting. Certainly not over yet. 88th minute, 2-0 Michigan, U18 Champions League final. The Hawks can taste this victory. It's right within the, but they've got to finish and close out these final few moments. Here's a chance. It's loose. Copal chasing after it, and she gets on top of it. Bit of a bobble at the start, but she stayed with it. And once again, did not get fazed by the pressure of the moment or by the attack. Mendez style. Look, she knocks it down with her chest, still in the box, trying to find room. And the Hawks just collapsing on defense now. They're playing 5, 6, 7, sometimes 8 bodies at this stage with the 2-goal lead. And there's just not a lot of room there. Time ticking down here, 89th minute. Michigan so close to this U18 Champions League title. And if they are able to pull it out, they will be well deserved. Both of those goals were well executed, just athletic, nice plays. The Hawks have played well. West Coast trying to pull off the huge comeback here late. Oh, and if Warner got past there, she would have had a breakaway. It was Flowers. That's all she had to get past. It's really Pruitt, Warner. They've both played well for their chance here. Cleared. Now we're going to have a bit of a stoppage here. Not sure what's up. Just a substitution. Just a quick one. Referee was heading over there just to make sure it was expedited. Hawks taking their sweet time. Look every second off this clock as possible as we are now past the 90-minute mark. We're into the 91st minute. This game could be concluded at any time. I'm guessing sometime at least will be added on here due to that injury earlier. How much time remains to be seen. And at this stage, West Coast needs 2 goals pretty much back-to-back in rapid succession right now. And maybe this charge will lead to the first. Crosser in, cleared. As if you look now, the Hawks have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people in or outside the vicinity of the box. They are clamping down big time, preserving this 2-0 lead. Camacho. Pruitt. Nice 1-2 there to Mendez-Steele. Into the box. Still right outside there. And that'll do it. The whistle is blown, and the Michigan Hawks have won the 2015 U18 Champions League title. A deserved 2 victory here this afternoon over West Coast FC. A pair of goals, one in the first early on, one in the second early on, proved to be the difference, along with the great goalkeeping of Bethany Cobalt. And that combo was just too tough to overcome for West Coast. A valiant effort from them, but today the Hawks just proved to be a bit better in the end. They pick up the 2-0 victory, and they are the 2015 U18 Champions League champions. Great win for them, and really a deserved one. They were in control of this from pretty much the get-go, and they were able to and stave off any potential attack West Coast might have had in the end. So that'll do it for Game 2 of 3 we have for you today from 60 Acres Park in Redmond, Washington. The third and final coming up at approximately 12:15. Be sure to stick around for that. The U14 Champions League final between the Slammers and the San Diego Surf. But once again, here in Game 2, the U18 Champions League final goes to the Michigan Hawks. They win it over West Coast FC 2-0. We'll see you right back here at 12:15.